morning, Godly Play friends. Welcome to another beautiful day. Before we start talking about today's animal, I want to give you an update on a couple of things. First thing is, I added up all the coins in my piggy bank recently, and they added up to $28.24. I thought that was a pretty good amount of money to fit in that one little pig. And while I was sorting the coins and rolling them up, I found some other coins that I had already sorted and rolled up together. So I think I have a pretty good amount of money now to set aside to buy that sheep that we talked about a few weeks ago. The second thing that I wanted to tell you about is, since last week, I tried goat's milk. And you know what? It's pretty good. It has kind of a creamy taste, a little more creamy than regular cow's milk. So you might want to try it too. Okay, let's set these things aside and we'll get ready to talk about today's animal. Now, today's animal is not an animal that you would normally think about being on a farm. It's an animal that might not come to mind if you were singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm. But it's a very important animal in South America. And South America is this red continent right here. And it's also a very important animal to Heifer International. Well, you probably guessed by now, it's the llama. So let's find out some things about llamas. The male and female llamas may be called bulls and cows, sires and dams, or in Spanish they may be called machos and females. Baby llamas are called cria, C-R-I-A, which means baby in Spanish. Baby llamas can stand up and walk within an hour of when they are born, but the baby will stay close to its mother for about a year. Llamas are related to camels, and their close cousin is called the alpaca. Llamas live in family groups called herds, which may consist of many llamas or just a few. Llamas can weigh over 400 pounds, and most are as tall as an adult human. Llamas have a long neck that helps them to balance on mountain paths. They have long ears that are shaped like bananas, which give them excellent hearing. They have big eyes and long eyelashes. The long lashes protect their eyes from the sun and from dust. Llamas have big lips and long teeth that make it easy for them to eat leaves and grass. They have soft padded feet that help them keep steady on steep mountain trails. On each foot they have 2 long toes with sharp nails. Llamas have short tails that they can use to communicate with other llamas. The most obvious characteristic of the llama is their hair. It can be short or long, curly or straight, but it is very thick and keeps them warm. The llama's hair can be black, gray, white, or brown, or a combination of colors. Llamas are interesting animals with unique personalities. They communicate with each other and other animals through body language. For example, when their ears point forward, it means danger. When their ears point back, it means stay away. When their tails are stiff and sticking up, the llama is unhappy. If their tail is loose and hanging down, the llama is calm. When their neck is upright, they are large and in charge. When their neck sticks out horizontally, that means danger or look out. Llamas also make interesting noises. They give loud warning cries when they sense danger. They communicate with each other by making clucking or gargling sounds. Mothers and babies hum to each other. Llamas are known for spitting. They spit when they are very angry with another llama. Their chins go up and their ears go back as a warning before they spit. Llamas are herbivores, meaning they eat only plants. They eat mostly grasses and hay. Llamas are clean animals, and they don't smell as bad as some animals. Even their poop doesn't smell too bad, which makes it easy to use as fertilizer. Llamas have been domesticated for over 5,000 years, and they live in the mountains of South America. They live in Ecuador, Bolivia, Peru, Argentina, and Chile in the Andes Mountains. Llamas were important to the ancient Inca civilization in Peru. Llamas have important uses to people in South America. They are used as pack animals, animals that carry things on their backs for people. Llamas may also be used to guard other animals like sheep or goats on a farm. Their hair can be used to make yarn, which is turned into cloth, which is then used to make warm clothing and blankets. Llama milk is a good source of nutrition. Heifer International gives llamas and alpacas to people in South America because they are better suited to the climates and geography in South America than traditional farm animals like sheep, cows, or pigs. Omar Pachani lives in a small village in Bolivia. Before receiving the gift of a llama, Omar's parents worried about him. But now they are able to use the valuable wool from their llamas to earn an income. Plus, they learned that by adding llama manure to their soil, they were able to double the size of their potatoes and increase the output of their fields. That means more food for Omar and his siblings to eat and more income from potato sales. In 2013, Germana and Santos joined a project funded by Heifer International to improve their nutrition and income with llamas. Germana and Santos now spend their days taking care of their herd of 20 llamas and tending their vegetable garden. The llamas provide wool, which is turned into yarn and fabric. Heifer has helped Germana and Santos learn how to raise a wide variety of grains and grasses for the llamas to eat. They've also learned how to protect both their animals and crops from diseases and how to improve the plants in their vegetable garden. In addition to the wool from the llamas, they can sell their vegetables and use the money to pay for groceries that they don't grow, like pasta, sugar, and oil. They also save their money to pay for their children's school fees. Those llamas and alpacas are so cute and soft, and they're very useful too. They make excellent pack animals for the people who live in the Andes Mountains of South America. Now, I'm pretty sure that there were no pack animals, or no llamas, in Bible times. But there were other types of pack animals. The camel, a relative of the llama, lived in Bible times. In fact, the camel helped the wise men get to Bethlehem to visit the baby Jesus. And there were donkeys in Bible times too. That's another pack animal. There was a donkey that helped Mary and Joseph get to Bethlehem before the baby Jesus was born. And there was a donkey that carried Jesus into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, where there are no cars or tractors or other motorized vehicles. pack animals become very important. Now, we've learned a lot of the ways that animals can be valuable to humans. At Heifer International, they call those benefits the 7 M's. That's because there are 7 benefits and they all start with M. Let's look at this little chart that talks about the 7 M's. The first of the 7 M's is muscle. Pack animals are strong. They have strong muscles and they can carry or pull things for humans. They may even be able to carry the human on their back. The second M is money. We've talked about how people can sell the animals their hair or their milk and earn extra money to pay for the things they need that they can't raise or grow themselves. Things like clothes, medicine, or school fees. The third M is material. Heifer helps families to learn how to use all of the materials that an animal provides. For example, the wool from a sheep can be used to weave blankets and clothing. The fourth M is meat. Some animals like cows, pigs, and chickens provide an excellent source of protein, giving families the nutrition that they need. The fifth M is for milk. Cows, goats, sheep, and water buffalo produce milk that families can drink. Milk is a good source of protein and calcium, and it can be used to make other delicious foods like cheese, butter, ice cream, and milkshakes. The sixth M is for manure. Manure is poop. You probably don't think about poop as being one of the benefits families get from an animal, but poop can be used as fertilizer for crops, adding nutrients into the soil, and it can be used as fuel for biogas stoves. This week I watched a video called The Power of Poo. Your parents could help you find it. Now, poop isn't something that I like to talk about that often, but this video was pretty interesting. The seventh and last M is called motivation. Along with the other M's, animals can bring families opportunities to earn an income to support themselves and their families, opportunities not to be so hungry, opportunities to learn about farming, opportunities to send their children to school. And when you start feeling successful about accomplishing some of these things, you feel motivated to keep going and trying new things and creating new opportunities for yourself. Now, you may be wondering why I have so much stuff here on my work table. Well, I like to work with materials, one of the 7 M's. I've shared with you before about some of my projects, and a lot of my projects use different materials. We have materials in our Godly Playroom at our church too. Some of the things I have here on my work surface are things that I'm collecting and putting together to send to you about llamas and the 7 M's. I'm going to send you another package this week with those things. And all of this talk about materials like llama and alpaca hair and sheep's wool and goat hair has really got me thinking about weaving. That's something that you do with those materials after you've cut them off the animal and spun them into yarn. And I've always wanted to try weaving. Miss Helen and I have had some good talks about weaving. So I decided I'd give it a try, and that's what some of these other materials are about. I decided I was going to start kind of simple with my weaving project. I'm using a piece of cardboard as my loom, and I tied strings around the piece of cardboard. You can see them on the front and the back. And now I'm weaving under and over those strings with this colored yarn. And all I really have to do, once I go over and under, is just pull the string through and make another row in my weaving project. So I'm going to keep trying this, and I'll let you know how it's coming along over the next few weeks. You know, you can weave with paper too. Maybe you've tried that before, taking different strips of paper and weaving over and under the slots in the main piece of paper. I'm going to try and send you a little paper weaving project in the envelope I send you this week too. So I hope in the coming week you think about llamas, and you think about weaving, and you think about trying new things like goat's milk, or maybe you try to solve a new problem at school, or you think about a way to help other people, like your friends, or maybe you even think about ways to help people that you don't even know. And I hope you have a really good week doing all that. And I'm going to stay really motivated this week to try to have a great week for myself and for others, trying my best to make it a good week. And when we all get together next week, we can think about what we've been able to do to try some new things and really feel motivated. See you next time. Bye.